Alright, so we're gonna be watching 5 British people versus 1 fake one, Jubilee. Let's go.
I am British.
I am British.
I'm British.
I'm British.
I am British.
I'm British.
No one stands out. Okay, first let's look at him. First guy, I would not think of a British person. Second guy, Loki looks like an American. Third girl, I could see British. Fourth, can kind of see British. Fifth, I can see British in her. Yeah. So, definitely British. British. This guy looks American. This second guy, so I don't know.
Why am I nervous?
Is anyone else nervous? I'm nervous too. I'm actually a dual citizen, US and UK. I
So you're
grew
not
up in
British.
England, in London, and I moved to America when I was 12. So you'll hear I have a bit of a funky accent.
I'm not a dual citizen, I'm a citizen of the UK, but I also moved when I was 12, and
Oh,
my
cool.
accent, for the most part, I think I still sound kind of British.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a citizen of the UK.
So you're all not British. No.
I spent about 4 years in India, so got a bit of that as well. And I moved to the US 2 years ago for UCLA, so I'm a student right now.
I'm also a citizen of the UK. I moved to the US 2 months ago.
Welcome.
I lived in Canada before that for 4 years, which was horrible because I hate the cold.
I've lived
Okay, none of y'all just live in the UK for your whole life, no? Okay.
here for 11 years. I'm from Liverpool.
Maybe I don't know. I might move to Canada or something when I older. Well, who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I've been here a long time, so my accent kind of sounds muddled, but I'm a Scouser.
I'm also a dual citizen. I got my dual citizenship when I was 12.
Lots of people got their dual citizenships at 12.
Suspicious.
Got eyes on you.
Not very.
I said it first.
That's true.
You're from London. Where in the UK are you from?
Yeah, London.
London.
Yeah, yeah.
Leicester.
Liverpool.
Where are you from?
London.
In the UK? Oh, London.
Liverpool.
I'm from Manchester.
What part of London?
Peckham.
No way. Okay, I'm from Upper Norwood.
Yeah.
Where
West.
specifically in
West.
London? West, okay.
Yeah.
I'm from Leicester and Wigston.
Oh, okay, nice.
Where in Liverpool? I studied there.
I was born in West Derby.
Okay.
Wigston, that's right near Oadby.
Yes, I believe
Market
so.
Harbour.
Market Harbour. Sounds familiar. Yeah. I mean, I grew up in a very...
That's how you get them. You be like, oh, do you know where this is? That. It's next to this, that. Where did it. Bro, no, I live in America, obviously, so I could not tell you any cities, because I'm in Oregon now. I used to live in California, but I could not tell you any cities near, well, I guess I could tell you 3 or 4, but
small bubble. I mean, my parents would take me everywhere. And I grew up in India for 14 to 18, and then go back to the UK, finish up my school there. And then
How long were you in Leicester for?
From 0 to 14, was born in Leicester. Yeah.
That's cool.
I feel like someone from Leicester would have automatically known where Market Harbour is. I'm from Manchester, and I know where Market Harbour is. It's a tiny little town.
I don't know a lot about English geography because I was so in my own world. And yeah, my
Yes.
parents would take me around everywhere. So his story was convincing to me because that's similar to my story. What were you guys' first impressions of America?
Really
Big.
overwhelmed.
Big, right?
Very
Also,
It's like, oh my
huge
God.
portions with their food. Every plate is
Their medium-sized
big.
pizza is our large-sized
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
It's overwhelmed.
The imperial system.
Yes.
F***ing horrible. Well,
hey Siri, what's the weather? Bro, gangy, you know work, gangy? Is your main purpose, and you're not gonna be come on. Hey, yo, what's the weather? Come on.
1 moment. It's currently raining and 42 degrees.
That's degrees Fahrenheit.
the imperial system.
Yes.
F***ing horrible. Well, I've been here for 2 months. I'm still trying to get used to Fahrenheit. It's really stressing me
Yeah.
out.
The temperature is one,
The
Things like
temperature's
that, you know?
not hard.
and I work off a 24-hour clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got that. Yeah.
I think tipping culture is pretty bad.
Oh,
everything here,
tipping culture
everything,
is-
whatever the price is,
Oh,
it's
goodness.
at least $3.
But we could stay in this conversation for ages.
Bro, just tip them. Who cares?
Got a lot of questions, like people assume because you're British you like something. So when One Direction was big, they're like, you're British, you like One Direction. I was like, I have heard maybe 2 of their songs. Or like Harry Potter, hot take, I haven't seen all of the movies. I've only seen like 2. I'm sorry, I know, that's like the peak British thing and I haven't done it.
Well, like the first thing they say is like talk about tea or and
Right,
or
tea
water. They always say water.
Or like
A bottle of water.
Pip Cheerio. Like, sorry, no one says that.
His story at first kind of seemed like he was just making something up.
You're the worst.
Okay, so off of that, I'm gonna go. I don't know yet.
Or like Pip Cheerio. Like, sorry, no one says that.
Cheerio.
His story at first kind of seemed like he was just making something up.
You're the worst British accent I've heard ever. I'm so convinced it's him.
Yeah, he looks American, but
He didn't know his geography.
yeah,
Looking for an
he
easy
didn't
way
know
to
it.
run Windows on Mac? Say hello
I
to
guess,
Parallels
yeah, I'll go
Desktop.
for it.
Easily.
I was just shocked. I was a bit sheltered, but so I didn't know my geography very well. But I was
Interesting.
wondering when they're gonna get Michael out.
That was surprising.
He sounded very British.
I think it's a joke. I think everyone's British.
I feel like when I meet people, they always say, oh, you're from London. They automatically assume everyone's from London. I'm like, no, I'm from Liverpool. They're like, oh, the Beatles. And they mention the Beatles, but the UK is so big, like they just think it's just
Which
London.
is funny because I feel like a fake when...
Country.
One time someone asked me, are you from England or Britain?
Yeah.
Well, that's because Americans don't know geography at all.
I say since living here, I have felt my just general world knowledge declining as I go through the education system. I don't know anything about anywhere anymore.
For me, since I moved when I was 12, which is 7th grade here in the States,
She mentioned 7th grade, and usually we say year 7 or year 8 or year 9, and it just threw me off.
the biggest change I noticed
Cause she's a dual citizen. Did you not get that?
how students address their teachers. Like, it's very informal, you know? Whereas I think growing up in England, like, you would never question your teacher, you know? Or like, I feel like the parents have that kind of...
Oopsie.
What school did you go to?
It was funny because obviously growing up in England, you wear uniforms all the time. It was lavender in the summertime with white
Yeah,
socks.
you have a winter and
And
summer
then
uniform.
winter, summer uniform,
Yeah.
and a PE uniform that changes based on the
What
season
school did
too.
you go to?
Sydenham High School, shout out.
Although thinking about it, like I feel like I'm so glad that we had a uniform in school
Oh,
because
yeah.
the poor fashion choices I made at 13, I'm so glad I
It was
didn't have to go to
rare.
school dressed like
No,
that.
genuinely, I look back at my Facebook photos and want to disassociate from whoever that girl was. It wasn't me.
The rest of the group.
Hi guys.
You
What?
guys are good. You guys are good.
I think I said grade 7. There are words that I say in the American way now.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the box and you'd wish to continue the game.
Raise my hand. It's that guy on the right.
All right, majority rules. That means we move on to round 3.
So you guys still think the mole's in the box right now? 100%. Who do you think it is?
suspicions about these two.
Who do you think it is?
Well, we can't tell you
know if we
right
can
now,
say that.
can we?
I thought you guys were all British. Like, I really was ready to...
Honestly,
Ready to win?
starting to pick up on some accent glitches.
I'm just a really suspicious person generally.
Okay.
If you had to pick one item from a supermarket, what was it like your favourite item from that store? So,
Chocolate fingers.
Hey, this is a really random thing to say, but the meal deal, the Tesco meal deal.
my God, yes.
They're always the best.
Ironically, there were these, it came in a yellow package. It was like an
Takis and a sweet tea Arizona.
American pancake. It was so good, you put it in the toaster. And I put it in the toast all the time. It was really tasty. It was just a generic, I think it might have been, but it wasn't something notable.
What would you get?
the prawn cocktail sandwich, definitely.
Oh, no, I like this crisp, the prawn cocktail crisp.
The pink one.
I think the crisps I miss the most are Monster Munch and Quavers.
I was going to say Quavers. I was going to say Quavers.
What's it?
Crinkle cut cheesy what's it?
No, I don't think with what's it.
No?
No.
What about discos? Do you guys like discos?
What's a disco?
Yeah, so
You
they're crisp.
discos, the crisps?
Yeah.
They have like a bunch of flavors,
They're
salt,
like old
vinegar,
school ones, man.
barbecue.
Here or UK?
UK.
Oh, no.
They're not here at all.
No.
He didn't know what discos were. I mean, okay, well, he can't be British.
I don't know.
Initial suspicions. Michael.
What?
I don't know. Just out of everybody.
It's probably my accent. Like I'm
No,
from
not
Liverpool.
even the act. I think also too, you were the only one who didn't raise your hand. And
I really thought that
I mean,
because I thought you guys were
that
good.
means, again,
I was like,
not
okay,
that
these are my
means
fellow
anything.
Brits right
and
here.
then you said I thought you all were British. There were just some things.
No
I
one
was
has
like-
that much British camaraderie.
I'm not saying it is you.
Okay.
I'm just saying out of everyone who it could have been, in
You're
my
gonna vote
mind,
my boy
Okay.
out.
it was closer to being you.
I'd rather not say.
So now you look suspicious.
I don't care.
Nah.
I don't trust anyone. You could all be lying to me.
If it's any, I mean, I don't know if this is
Is
cheating,
it,
but I literally have a tattoo on my body of my postcode.
And we're going.
Yeah, I love it.
That's saying that was cheating.
He didn't know what disco
Ooh.
chips were.
What are the disco chips?
You mother.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
wait,
know.
I'm surprised.
He knows. You know.
I'm really bitter about being voted out. Just because somebody doesn't know the same snack as you does not mean that their nationality should be questioned.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to
They're not.
continue the game,
They're not.
raise your hand.
Things stay.
Oh, God.
I still feel she might be the mole.
Really?
I'm really like.
I mean, I guess.
Continue.
Okay, so you got your dual citizenship when you were 12. Did you move with your family, and where did you move to?
Damn, I
I
thought
got
it was gonna be
sponsored
the
from
last
Aunt.
round.
Sponsored?
Yeah, we got
They-
sponsored
they-
from when we were really young.
They gon' vote her out, and then we'll see. Oh shoot.
It came through. That was a waiting list back then, so we came through when we were 12. When we were kids, we used to come every year. My mum wanted us to move, or have the option.
My mom.
We're older to be able to go back and forth,
I've been here for 11 years. I came in 2012, and I originally came over to see my sister. She lives in North Carolina.
Bro, what is outside of my room, bro? Freaking bus. Probably the trash people,
She has her own little deli, so I was helping her out.
finish
and then
this,
in
finish this, finish this,
2014,
finish this.
I moved to LA, and I've been here since. Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay.
Went to school here.
You said you go UCLA, yeah?
I go to UCLA. I'm studying linguistic anthropology, minoring in French. I don't know.
Linguistic anthropology.
Yeah.
Do you know a lot about football? Like, do you know any of the teams in the Premier League?
Well, okay. I never
you
got
also?
into football
Okay.
really when I was there. I only supported the teams that my friends.
Which ones? What teams?
So obviously Chelsea, Arsenal, Man U were like the main ones. I don't watch sports in general really.
Okay.
If a game's on, if the World Cup's on, obviously
You'll watch it.
England all the way. But in general,
I don't really watch too much football, but if you grow up in England,
You'll know about the Premier League.
yeah, no. Gosh, this is hard. I had a feeling. Guys are wrong. I think they'd made a pact, and I was just the only one not in that pact.
Do you feel confident in your choice?
I do.
definitely.
Red.
You're not the mole, are you? Okay, good.
If the lights turn green, that means that you have voted the mole out and you both win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose. So,
If you did a good job.
No, I'm coming home. Yeah, nothing to worry about.
3, 2, 1.
Yep, they're British.
Well, the mole revealed himself
Okay, it's gonna be him.
in 3,
Ooh, shit. Him?
2, 1.
Oh,
He knew it.
Are you kidding me?
That was my first pick, man. I mean, I got it from the get-go.
You knew it was Tejas and you continued to play.
I told you it's all about the De Niro's, yo.
I studied, but not the geography. I was looking at the map, but I didn't recognize all the places. And I could always do somewhat of a British accent, or at least I thought I could. And then I just Googled, like, where's the most amount of brown people from England? And I was like, Leicester it is.
Your accent was really good.
So I was thinking, I had somewhat of a plan, but not knowing geography is pretty American, so I'm pretty sure.
Flabbergasted. Dumbstruck. Bewildered.
He probably sounded more British than me.
I guess I have a joke. I'm not sure it's very funny.
I've seen this
But
guy
what would you call my leaving the box in the first round? Brexit. Sorry, that was all. That was all I could think about when I left. I was like, oh my god, this is yeah. Anyway.
Some more in there, yo.
W people, W, they got the money. W British.